Tina. Hi, Cara. Hello, hello. How's it going? How's everybody doing? We have some sun coming in through the blinds, and so our lighting's going to change pretty dramatically over the next couple hours while we're here. And we are going to work on the bliss clock today. How's everybody doing? How's your week going so far? What's new and exciting? Hi, Kim. How you doing? Hi, Nicole. Hi, Steffi. Crapola, I forgot my glasses. I'll be back. I think I need to get my butt to Dollar Tree and get a few more pairs of these glasses and hide them everywhere in the house. How's everybody doing? How was your day? Hi, Cara. Nice to see you too, Nicole. You're doing good, Kim? That's wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. It's lovely to see you guys. Thanks for coming to hang out. I am excited to do some more work on this one and see what kind of headway we can make on it. I kind of paused it for a little bit because I've got a couple repairs I need to do. And then we'll go in and we'll start working on the opposite sides of these bliss designs. I'd only done one side of them so that I could keep turning to the right and have somewhere to put my hand. And then we got to the very end and I dropped a tool and it smudged a whole bunch of stuff. So now we got to fix that first. Mom's doing okay. Mom's doing okay. Thank you. Yeah, she's doing okay. We're still waiting on the okay from her cardiologist to start the new medication, and then we have to keep a real close eye on her to make sure she doesn't have any interactions or side effects or anything. You're knitting yourself a sweater, Cara. That's wonderful. I'm glad you're doing good, Kim. My day was good, thank you. Miss Audrey had a grooming appointment for her mani-pedi this morning. And then me and my neighbor went up to Costco. We did some wandering around and a tiny bit of shopping. And went for a hot dog lunch. And yeah, it was a good day so far. Oh, that's a good idea, Steffi. I could totally do a Dollar Tree Canada tour. I'll go live and go to Dollar Tree one of these days. That's a very good idea. Hi, Teresa. Thanks, Kim. What was the first word out of your mouth when you dropped the tool? I don't know if I said shit or if I just kind of made a kind of noise or no, I can't remember. Oh, Miss Audrey is doing good. She was big mad after her nail appointment, of course, and then I dared to leave her alone for a couple of hours. But she hung out with Mum, and I think she got some sympathy, so she's pretty good. Tina! Watching playoffs hockey, Toronto against Ottawa. Ooh, that's a tough one. That's a good one, though. I haven't had a Costco hot dog in a long time, and it was delightful. And I haven't been to Costco in a long time, so it was nice to go and just kind of check everything out. Of course, there was one thing that I was going for specifically, didn't even remember it, didn't even look for it. And so I'll have to go back again. I got a couple nice sweatshirts, though, and I'm thinking I'm going to have to go back and get at least one more if I can. And they had this really cool pajama set that was a tank top, pants, and a robe for $19.99. And why the hell I didn't buy that, I will never know. So I've got to go back and buy a couple more things. It was fun. Did you miss anyone? I think you got everybody, Tina. That's pretty impressive. How you doing? Yeah, who are you rooting for, Patty? Tina asked. Costco pizza's good. I haven't had Costco pizza in a long time. I'll have to try that. I know, it's a nice full night tonight, isn't it? Yeah, so I'm going to have to go back because for some reason, I talked myself out of the pajamas while I was there, and I don't know why. It makes no sense because I would wear the crap out of them, and realistically, they had 3 different colors. Perfect world, I'd buy them all and just live in those for the rest of the summer. I wear rompers in the, like, jumpsuits in the summer a lot. And even though it wasn't super warm today, I was able to wear one of my jumpsuits today with a sweatshirt over top with just a hoodie, and it just felt like summer. Toronto, then Minnesota, then Ottawa. There you go. I could live on Costco hot dogs. No, oh yeah, those are good too. And Costco chicken fingers are fantastic. You restarted the Bliss Patreon and changed colors. What colors did you change to? Did you change the surface you were painting on too? I totally should have gotten the nice PJs. But hopefully they'll still have them when I go back. I'm going to keep my fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. But it was a pleasant surprise finding as much as I did, which was nice. And I got Mom a couple of things too, so she was pretty happy with that. So it was nice. It was a nice outing this afternoon. And I promised myself that while I was out, I would just enjoy being out and I wouldn't worry about home and I wouldn't worry about what work I wasn't getting done. And I just let myself enjoy it. It was nice. Love when typing in the comments betrays you. Like, that's not what I typed. Oh, you did the very first Bliss design. That's awesome, Nicole. How did you enjoy it? Low 90s by the weekend. Wow. That's nice. That would be lovely. Okay, I'm just scrolling back. I'm behind on comments. Steffi, I never know what to do with my cart of stuff when I'm alone and want a hot dog. I need suggestions. We have a spot. We have like parking spots almost between the tables, so you bring your cart right in between your table. Bring it right up to it with you. That's what we do anyway. Ashley, how are ya? Base color buttermilk with lavender and blue. Ooh, that sounds pretty. Oh, I can't wait to see. That sounds beautiful. Oh, I thought I could continue reading and paint that little part at the same time. Apparently not. So excited watching it go along. I can't wait to do more. Nicole, that makes me so happy. Yay. That's awesome. Well, that just lifts my heart right up. I love it. I can't wait to see that, Tina. And if you want to share that stuff on Patreon, I'd love to see it. You want to send it to me in a message, I'd love to see it. Anytime you guys want to share what you've painted with me, I freaking love it. What do you got going on today, Ashley? Okay. So I need my paints. That would help. And I need to come up with a game plan. So I think what I'm going to be able to do is I think I'm going to be able, so see how I've been doing the right-hand sides, because what I was doing is like I painted this one, then I painted this one, because I never had to reach over. Whereas if I painted this side, when I paint the other side, I like to paint it this way, so I'm reaching across, at least for parts of it. So I wouldn't have anywhere that I could put my hand without getting my arm in paint. So what my plan to do today will be to maybe start here at the green and work on the other sides. But what I think I can do is I think I can do the right side for this one and this one and this one, and then move to the left-hand side for this one, because I won't be reaching over. These three will be already out of the way. I think that's what I'm guessing in theory that I can do. So let's see if it works out that way or not. So if I'm going to do that, then I want to start here because I want to move to the right, because I don't want to do this one first and then have to paint here and have nowhere to put my hand. So I'm going to start with the tumbleweed and we will move on from there. All right, let me put my glasses on because I am squinting like crazy trying to read the comments. It's terrible. Yeah, it sounds really pretty. Restarted the Patreon color gradient 3 times. I decided to scale down 25% at swoops aren't so long. That's cool. Oh, I can't wait to see that. Just have the full circle so far. Yeah, the buttermilk is beautiful. I need to do more with that background. I hate video editing. I hate it. I just hate it. Hi, Gabrielle. How you doing? So we started a new workshop this past weekend, and I'll show you guys. This was the inspiration piece, and this is my piece so far. So we're doing color gradients. Both of the color gradients started with beige and then slowly added teal and slowly added chocolate brown. And then now that I've gotten to the brown is pretty close to the same brown out of the bottle, now I'm adding teal to the brown. And then I'm gonna add brown to the teal eventually as well and see how they, but I'm also thinking, you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking if I do a color of teal, beige, brown, teal, beige, brown, right? So if I went from beige to brown to teal, I should go to beige again. So I'm gonna keep looping through those colors and go that way. But it was a really, really fun one, and we're gonna keep working on it. And there's so many different ways you could do it. I'm doing a continual color grade. You could pick 6 or 7 colors and just repeat those ones through the whole design. All kinds of different ideas. All right, you're good, Gabrielle? That's good. I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, Tara's really good at editing. Really good at editing. The whole process of it, I think I'm gonna try and start looking at different editing softwares to see what ones will work easier, because I use one that's an app right now, so if I'm not on my phone, it doesn't work well. It doesn't work great on my laptop. So and then I want to start utilizing Canva a bit more. I feel like that's something that I'm missing out on to help stuff pop a little bit too. Also scaled down and repeated the circle pattern. Oh, that's fun. Oh, I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it, Steffi. Right? Just changing the colors, changing the size, changing the surface that you paint on. So many different things can change how a piece looks when it's the same design. My editing would look like a 3rd grader got a hold of the phone. Oh, it's a frustrating part of the process for sure. I just find it such a time suck. I'm like, really? Do I really have to sit here and do this when I could be painting? Like, really? This is the best thing I can be doing right now? It feels like just a huge time suck. I hate it. Someday, the dream is to make enough money to be able to hire someone to do it all. I have this beautiful dream of somewhere there's this Dropbox folder that all of my stuff could just plop right into, all on its own. And then there would suddenly be drafts in my TikTok saying, hey, go record a voiceover about this video, right? I sit and think too much about it. I'm like, I need to start just ripping the Band-Aid off and just finding a video, posting it, and talking about it, and not trying to, think about what should I be posting right now, Wouldn't that be incredible though? Like, you just wake up and you look back in your drafts, and then there's stories already posted. Hell, I'd let them post it for me. You tell me to record a video voiceover, and then you go and put it everywhere else. Don't even put it in my drafts. Just tell me what to do. I'll get what you need, and then just post it for me, and create an email newsletter, and write all of my copy for my website, and. It'd be so nice. Right? Totally rather be painting. Steffi, that makes me so happy. I cannot even begin to tell you, because that was my wish when we started doing all of these symmetry series, right? I just wanted so bad to be able to teach you guys how, when you can see any design on anything in the store, anything anywhere, and you could look at that and go, I wonder if I could paint that, and then feel more comfortable going in and doing that. So that makes me so happy, Steffi. I can't even begin to tell you how happy that makes me. That's lovely. It would be such a good dream. Yeah, I use my iPhone. I have an iPhone, Tina. I have all Apple stuff, so I've got my iPhone, my iPad, and my MacBook. And I still haven't figured out how my cloud is full. I've got to delete crap out of there. Like, it's just so full of crap too. It's good evening, Barb. How's it going? Yeah, I do film the time-lapse videos, and I think that's really cool. I did one the other day, actually, for another project that I was working on. It's the editing and cutting it down into what's going to get posted. That's the part that slows me down. And the voiceovers slow me down, too. And I got to start just letting myself post a couple of videos without a voiceover and just some music or something and a caption. I gotta start doing that, because there's some cool stuff, eh? Yay, Deborah, how you doing? It's good to see ya. Just posted your pic of a workshop piece, still have a couple rows to finish. Awesome, I'll definitely take a look at that. I'm excited to see it. All right, let's see. I'm so glad you've enjoyed it, Teresa. That's wonderful. I need an assistant. Some Spanish dude doing your voiceovers. Wouldn't that be awesome? Do you guys know that there's a guy on YouTube, and he makes like $100,000 a year filming custom birthday messages as Spanish Spider-Man? Like, it's absolutely bananas to me. There's the things that you can do there when you have an idea and you think, I couldn't do that. Remember that Spanish Spider-Man makes $100,000 a year. There was a kid on YouTube who was 16 or 17 years old, and he made $100,000 a year on his YouTube channel talking about peanut butter. Peanut butter. different snacks that had peanut butter, different things you could cook with peanut butter. People would send him stuff that they make with peanut butter. He would test all the different brands and everything. Like, so when your brain says, nah, I could never do that as a job, remember that. Remember that your brain is lying to you because you can. Olé. That'd be awesome. Barb, I need to not drink my Dr. Pepper when you're in chat because you aspirate laughing. Apples and peanut butter for dessert after dinner, right? It's good. Peanut butter's awesome. Yeah, it's, there is a way to do it. It's just about picking your way and going for it, right? The other thing I always like too, when you'd hear, you know, why would that work out for me? Why would anybody want to watch me? And then the answer is, well, why not me? That one's a little tougher sometimes, but I want Jamie in nail salon lady voiceover. Oh, she's got new micas? Crap. Wonderful. That's going to be fun. Have you been playing with the glouche yet, Tina? Asking about colors, right? That'd be hilarious. A little. I'm excited. My friend Christy placed an order. And so we placed a joint order to save on some shipping together. So I've got some glouche on its way. I'm very excited to try it. What is glouche? So Tina has made paintings and mandalas before using hot glue to make the dots, and then when the hot glue dries, she puts mica powder on it. She did the drippy mushroom lamp like that as well. I'm not sure if you saw that. But now she's put it into an applicator, so you can get it in like a bliss drop bottle or like a paint pen, and you can, so you don't have to use a hot glue gun anymore. You can just use this. She's developed the formula all on her own. Like, she's a magician again. It's really, really cool. Definitely go check it out. Yeah, does glouche flow similar to bliss? That's a good question, Steffi. Tina, is it similar? Just did a glouche piece too? Oh, I gotta see that. Get it together, Barb. It's trending. I love you guys. You're amazing. All right. It flows kind of like bliss. Okay. I'm excited to try it. Very, very excited. Okay, so now we're gonna go here. It's nice when you start getting a couple of these side by side, because then you can start matching up where the swoops are for your placement. You don't have to pay attention to guidelines and landmarks or anything. You can just match it up with the part beside. Stay sticky until you cover. Oh, that's cool. So you don't have to wait for it to dry first. Steffi says, Patty, I think Pearl should glue and mic an entire thing with her leaves. Ooh, that would be pretty. That would be really pretty. All right, so we've got that. And now we are going to go to the green. So brown is Tumbleweed Bliss Drops, and now we are going to grab Verde. I'm loving this color combo too, by the way. Like, I feel like I need to do a whole series of stuff in these colors. I feel it's very woodland and elvish, mystical kind of thing. Like, this is a clock made out of twigs and leaves in the forest or something. Oh, you do have to wait till it dries? Oh, okay, but it just stays a little tacky. If you people would pray harder for our team, I would have more time off. We're up 2 of 7. I'll send you some hallelujahs for sure. Oh, I'm excited for you, Barb. You must miss it. Yeah, positive vibes, exactly. First day you can paint without starry crying. Oh, honey, I'm glad you're feeling better. I'm sorry you felt so crappy all week. Oh, poop. This one is clogged, so I just have to clean out the tip. All right, bear with me 1 second. Ooh. All right. I hate when I have to clean this out and I lose some paint. So upsetting. All right, there's that. Where's the other sticky bit? You're still in there. Oops. There we go. Got it. Okay. Dry cough is more annoying than an itch you can't find. Oh, yuck. I hope I hope that you've definitely turned that corner. Fingers crossed. I must be exhausted. This is not the tool I want. I have to get this done before the paint dries. I got paint all over the end of my micro daughter, so I just gotta clean it off. Okay. Scrolling through Facebook, post came up and asked what we would like in our kitchen. Everyone was saying some kind of appliance or island. I said, chef, that's brilliant. That is a much better plan. Oh, I usually do the top and bottom at the same time. Let me do that. A chef that likes cheese. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want a chef that's going to make me healthy food. I want a chef that's going to cook the food I like and occasionally try and sneak in healthy things that I don't notice. There's another booger. There we go. Let's see if that can be fixed. Sure it can. Sure it can. It's fine. I'll cook if I don't have to do the dishes. That's nice. There you go. You have a taker. I'm sure a chef that brings out... You're gonna fire them? Yeah. Yeah, nope. Don't bring any of that crap out. My mom loves beets. Like, she'll just eat a bowl of beets. I won't I won't even wash her bowl out after. I'm like, ugh. Ugh. Nope. Like, you can eat beets in a Tupperware that we can throw out immediately after it's been used. All right. Here. Here. I think I'm going to add a little bit of extra paint to a couple of these dots. When I tap the surface, it can sometimes leave like a little halo around the paint. So I find that I can just add in a bit more paint and it goes away. There's the TPC, first showing for the evening. Thank you, fellas. Nice to see you. Knew you wouldn't disappoint. Knew you'd show up at some point. There we go. Much better. If there is a hell, it serves bell peppered stuffed with pizza. Oh, yeah, I can't handle it. Yeah, DoorDash is good too. Yep, skipping DoorDash. Here we come. I live in the country. We don't have DoorDash, Uber, all those other things. There's always a trade-off, right? And as long as the trade-off's worth it, then that's all that matters. Okay, so I'm gonna add some more again, and I've got a bubble to pop here. Backfill, please. Thank you. All right, so let's add a little more green to a couple of these dots that are problematic. Okay, got it. I think it'd be worth the trade-off to have a nice spot in the country. Definitely would be worth it. You know, if I had a barbecue, I don't think I would order food as much as I do. We have an indoor barbecue, but it's just not the same. I feel like that makes it a little bit different. Sometimes I can't get a bubble to pop, it moves. Okay, so if that ever happens, take the tool that you're trying to pop it with and dry it off. Make sure it's really, really dry. Like, don't go in and keep trying to go from spot to spot. Dry it off, and that will break the surface tension. And what it can sometimes do is when it's dry, you can kind of almost move the paint away from the bubble. Like, try to almost pretend you're an archaeologist. Pretend you're an archaeologist and you're going to slowly kind of brush away the bubble. And then when you get a good view of it, clean off the end of your tool, make sure it's really good and dry, and then pop your bubble. That's okay, Ashley. This is a clock base. At our dollar store, they have these kits for $5, $4, $5, and they're just wood with the hole drilled in the middle already, and they come with the clock parts as well. You just need to get batteries. Yeah, they were, so of course, when I saw them, I bought like 12. I felt like when in that explanation, I needed to come up with like a really cool Australian accent or something so I could sound like Steve Irwin. Oh, look, we found a bubble. It's okay, little guy. You're just buried under there. I wish we had community girls. We do not. Yeah, so I've done one of these already, but I started another one, but I never finished it. But yeah, I've got a bunch of these, a whole bunch of these. Crikey, exactly. That's not a knife. This is a knife. Hi, Barbara. How are ya? This would make a nice outdoor sun catcher. Yeah, that would be really pretty. Oh, that's a really good idea. Do that and protect it with some outdoor varnish. You've got an outdoor clock with some mirrors. You could do gemstones and stuff on it too. That would be cool. Shannon sent me a bunch of mirrors. Haven't done any pieces with mirrors. Ashley, what glue do you use to glue your mirrors down? I bought E6000 and I've been scared to try it. I need to test it and see what the smell is like. I'm concerned for my poor little asthmatic cat. And Tina said not to be concerned, so I'm gathering evidence. Do you have any tricks for it too? That's a good catch-all. Hi, new people joining. Hello. You were going to say that too, Nicole, about the knife? That's not a knife. Gel Gorilla Glue for the small, and E6000 and Gorilla Tape. Okay, cool. Thank you. Oh, we missed you at the beginning. That's too bad. I'm sorry. That sucks. But I'm glad you're here. It's good to have you here. Okay, so I need to go here now. Yes. I like to stack my bliss drops like soft serve ice cream. When I need to do a great big swoop or something. Is that a booger? Is that another paint booger or is that a bubble? Oh, it's a booger. Damn boogers. Yeah, Shannon sent me some, Shannon of The Non, for anybody who hasn't met Shannon. She is so incredibly talented. But she sent me some mirrors not too long ago, and I haven't tried them yet. And I've got some ideas, but I had never thought of using them on a clock, and I love that idea. Love, love, love that idea. Good thing I've got 12 clocks, so I've got lots of them to play with. and then try all the things. Okay, there we go. It's smelly. Top side up and roll the bottom as you use it. Okay. Okay, cool. Thank you for that, Ashley. I know, stupid boogers. I think it could be really, really pretty. And if you protect it well enough, like you could hang it in a tree, you could put it anywhere, really. You just have to protect the battery casing somehow, I guess, to have it outside. Could be neat, though. All right, let's turn these away. And these away. What did I miss? Okay, good. Oh, no. Oh, I almost stuck that paint right down there. I almost stuck my blanket in it. What a bonehead. Okay, now back to tumbleweed. This way. Okay. There's a paint booger in here. I can feel it because this is not coming out very easy. That needs a bit more paint too. That's better. That's better. That green one was a little too skinny. And there, a little more paint again. There we go. All right. I know, I do need to stop calling myself that, Tina. You're right. Yeah, they can be dangerous. Food and a charger. Sounds good. I should probably have a quick drink. You are 100% right, Tina. I definitely need to start talking nicer to myself. All right, so instead of calling myself a bonehead, I should have said, oh, well, it's fine. If I had put my blanket in it, I would have been able to fix it, and it wouldn't have been a big deal. And I will be more careful. I think that sounds more productive than bonehead, maybe. This long tool, these things are great. It's a clay sculpture tool. You can get them on Amazon. They come in a pack of 2, and sometimes they come with like a metal fan piece, but they're good. Yeah, it's hard to be positive about ourselves, but it's important, isn't it, Cara? It is. It's really important. And it's not always easy. So it's nice to have friends that help us and remind us. So thank you, Tina. Thank you, all you guys, because you guys do that for me all the time. I hope those two don't run together. They're a little too close. Okay, I'm gonna unclog this one just because I feel like it's getting ready for a great big splurt. That's how it feels anyway. You know when you're squeezing the bottle and you're like, there's too much resistance here. I don't know what's happening. That's how it was feeling. So let me clean this one out. Please remember that this is not a reflection on Tara's paints and has everything to do with me not closing up my bottles. So try and learn from my mistakes because I continue to repeat them over and over again, even when I know better. And when in doubt, blow through the hole. If you can't get the clog out, blow through the hole. It'll come out. Yep, all good now. Just means you shoot a little bit of paint across the room, but hey, we do that all the time, right? Sometimes it is so hard to do. My pliers are still in my toolbox, where I'm assuming I will continue to procrastinate on it for another 2 to 4 months. That's my guess. Actually, yeah. And I would rather lose a little bit of paint to clean out the lid than get one of those big splurts happening. Oh, and it happened anyway. Son of a gun. So I will add more brown to this as well. Oops. Yeah, that was nowhere near enough paint. So, okay. Let's grab the tool. Just going to add some more paint to each one of these. Just a little bit. Make them a little bit poofier. And then these ones, I'm pretty much just going to dot over top of them because they are way too small, way too fast. So, all right, I think that's a bit better. I definitely would be interested in that, but just not for a little bit. I just put in an order with Christy and bought a couple of things, and I'm really short on cash right now. But absolutely, I think it would be great to combine some of those orders to save on shipping, right? But yes, absolutely, at some point. Because I think that would help a lot. Makes a big difference. Split the shipping, split the duty. Oh, Patty, every once in a while I go on Realtor and I ever find some pretty condos available in Brockville. I had no idea. What beautiful spots. Okay, yeah, me too. And I'll start keeping my list as well. Wouldn't that be lovely? It's a perfect excuse to do that, isn't it? Well, I have to go to Newcastle. I have to go and see my son. And one, you'll be there, I'm sure, a lot when the baby comes. That sounds wonderful. I love it, Patty. Love it. So, Nicole, now that you've done your very first bliss design, have you started thinking of what you want to do one on next and what colors? And are you thinking about all of that? We'll have to do another bliss. We'll have to do a bliss ornament workshop. We'll keep revisiting the bliss design on all kinds of different things. For sure. We could do one of these clocks too for a workshop if you wanted. Start smaller and keep going. Perfect way to do it. Perfect way to do it. Helps you get used to the design, helps you play with different ideas. Love it. Love it. I'm so glad you're enjoying it. That makes me very happy. Want to do a clock one day? Maybe we'll do that. We can do that for a workshop one day. We'll put it in the pool anyway of workshop ideas to vote on. I've got a big list of ideas for other workshops. So we'll add that into the list of the pool for sure. I haven't stuck my hand in paint yet. Okie dokie. So now that I've got those ones done, now I can start reaching across to do these ones over here. I think. At least for a little bit. So we'll see how far we can go. I actually think I can start with the brown. It's easiest for me when I can start from the beginning with everyone, then try. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Let's do down here. And a lot of people will do that. They'll start small. They'll just do like a little test piece with a small section of grid lines and just kind of play with it for a bit and then see what they want to do as far as a larger piece is concerned too. sometimes it's just about testing out the waters, because sometimes you see a design, right? I think we've all done that, where we see a design and we go, oh my God, I want to do that so bad. And then we do it and we're like, that was not enjoyable. That wasn't fun. I don't care if I do it again. No. Glad I did it. Don't need to go there again. I know, I totally shouldn't have said that. I totally screwed myself, didn't I? I did too. I totally did. Oh, when will I learn? Never. I'm loving tumbleweed, though. It's such a beautiful brown. Oops. This long pointy tool as well. We've named it the micro dotter, because it's so tiny, and you can actually do some pretty long lines of walking dots and teeny tiny dots with this tool. I would say though it's maybe a tiny bit smaller of a point than the 0.5 tool in Happy Dotting Company. Those ones are pretty small too, but this one having such a nice point. But I have seen people drag swoops with like the DIY size 1 or the Happy Dotting Company 0.5. I do see people using that to drag them sometimes. I am painstakingly sitting here removing varnish from mini mirrors on my Andala. Made the mistake of getting too excited and glued them on. Oh no. Oh, Barbara. Oh, that's heartbreaking. That super sucks. Right? Yeah. Oops. My nose touched the screen and flipped the camera. Oh no. Do you have nail polish remover or paper towel or 90%? That'll help get it off? You are getting it off? Okay, that's good. Hi. It's a good thing you didn't see right up my nose when that switch happened. Oh no. Yeah, because I'm leaning over the camera. So I think I've done that before. I feel like I've done that before anyway. Used to varnish with mirrors on. So now varnish before mirrors and then mirrors. All right, here we go. No, that would be miserable. As Barbara is demonstrating. That it is not fun. No, but I'm glad we're talking about it, because that's not always something, obviously, that we think about, right? Okay, I need to do a bigger green dot here. And here. And I think we're good. All right, and then all right, 2 sections completely done. Yay! Hi, Estella. Thank you so much. Using paint thinner. There you go. That'll do it. Are you by a window? Do you have a mask? Make sure you breathe, but don't take too deep breaths. Uh-oh, I'm going to sneeze. Hold on. Oh, excuse me. All right, let's keep going. And thanks again, Estella. I appreciate that very much. All right. And you know what? That green dot that I just redotted over, I just screwed it up because I didn't even redot it centered. I'm going to have to... I'm going to have to make them all bigger now. Crap. Oh well, it's fine. Thank you for the blessies and the blessed poo. Thank you very, very much. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, I almost did it again. Almost flipped the camera again. Almost. Mm-hmm. Okay, now the big one. And okay. So then here and here. I'm gonna turn it this way. Okay, so now we are going to, I think I can finish the gold on this side. Let's see. Let's see if I can do it. This might be where everything comes back to bite me in the ass, but let's give it a shot. I got a little paint booger in the tip, so I'll clean that out. I think we're good. And okay, let's give it a go. At least some of it anyway, maybe. I think I can do it this way. Right? Okay. I think. I do have 99% isopropyl. Just tried it and it works works too. So switching. Oh, good. That's a good call. I don't need you high as a kite over there. Well, or maybe, I don't know. I don't want to ruin your day or take away any fun, but you know. Whoops. Should probably have waited to let this gesso dry a little bit longer, but you know what? We're gonna do it anyway. Yay! Thanks for sharing that tip, Ashley. Oops, bubble, bubble. I've been watching TikToks and I've been seeing all of the, you've seen those shimmy a day keeps the sad away. And I just love the song, so now I've been singing the song in my head all the time. I think I might try that though, because it makes sense to me. Little shimmy a day would keep the sad away. All right, Nicole will be right back. Sounds good. We will be here. Oh, and I didn't put a center dot there. Okay, let's... Sure, let's try it. Oops. Everybody doing all right? Yeah, is your household's feeling better? Couldn't wait to go back to school. Oh, that's nice. Nothing was passed. Oh, thank goodness. That's good. All right, let's pause for a second. I'm going to open the blinds, and because I think we're going to get a nice sunset tonight. So I'm going to try and raise you up here. Doing good, Kim? Let's try and bring you so you don't have to look at the light. Okay, I'm just going to open the blinds. Bear with me one sec. I'll wave because I'll be in front. Hi. My butt. Oh, no. There we go. Oh, you bugger. These little things are so ornery. Oh, what's happening now? Do you tell them overhead? Yes, you are. So this All right. It's gonna be a pretty one. I think we're gonna get lots of colors. Really pink over to the left over there. Hi, Asia. Patty. Wasn't that a gorgeous one? I'm telling you, if I could imagine how pretty it would be if I actually cleaned my damn windows. Like, that was through dust and everything. It's a pretty nice view, huh? We're pretty lucky. This bar right here, most of the time, I can't always see the cars driving along here. So at just the right time, I can just see what's up here, and it's very, very lucky. We had a hawk come and sit right up in the top of that tree the other day. It was so cool. It's Kim's tree. Yeah, I love it. Very, very lucky. All right, I'll show you guys more as the sunset progresses. For now, let's keep going. My dream is one day I'm going to take these vertical blinds down and I'm going to put up a bunch of curtains. I'd have a couple like room darkening ones and stuff, but even just a bunch of sheers would block enough light that I could be in here and the daylight would actually be nice. So that's the goal. Asia, got a 9x9 ready to do a mandala. Yay! That's going to be so cool, Asia. Miss Audrey is up on the bed with my mom. She's curling up with my mom right now. That's going to be really cool, Asia. Okay, so we're getting into wet paint down at the bottom half that's closest to me. So I have to, and that's wet paint there. Okay, so just trying to clock where my arm's at. Are you heading out, Ashley? It was good to see ya. Have a good dinner and a great evening as well. Thanks for coming and hanging out. Megan, how you doing? It's good to see you. I'm glad you're here. Always good to see ya. What's new and exciting? What's the score of the hockey game, Patty? Will Ashley be on TikTok this week? Not sure if she's still here or not, but if anybody knows or if Ashley, you still hear that, Gabrielle is wondering. Doing well, prepping for a show. Very exciting. Very nice. I hope it goes really, really well. And thanks for coming to hang out. Pretty sure roughly how I'm going to do it. The first one will probably be rainbow colored. Oh, it's going to be so cool. I can't wait to see Asia. That's going to be awesome. That's going to be so cool. Okay. So now I'm ducking below my phone. Hopefully my forehead doesn't touch the camera and flip it again. And gold up here. All right, now we need to do this biggin here. Oh, you'll be able to figure it out, Asia. No doubt. No doubt. I think it's going to be gorgeous. Vicky, how you doing? Took a nap? Very nice. That's good. That's good for you. I had a nap yesterday afternoon for the first time in a long time. I was absolutely and completely unconscious. Like when you fall asleep and you're like, well, I'm going to sleep. Like nothing's stopping it now. I best just relax into it and let it happen, you know? Okay, so let's see if I can finish this one over here. Well, you're very talented, Asia. So it's easy for us to sing your praises. Not to mention the fact that you're a lovely human. So again, not hard to sing. I didn't mean to say not easy to sing your praises. I meant not hard to sing your praises. It's very easy to. I don't remember what I said, but that's what I meant anyway. I feel like I need a bit more paint there. Come on, smooth out. There we go. Much better. There we go. 2-0 for Toronto after the first. Nice. Nice start. Nice start. Oops. Ah. All right. Nothing bad happened. I just almost knocked my lids on the floor. So nothing actually bad happened. It's all good. I was just being dramatic. Now it's really lumpy and bumpy here where I removed some of those swoops. So I've got to try and kind of camouflage those lumps and bumps a bit with the bliss drops. And the bliss drops will probably help. You know what? I'm going to leave that one because right now will I? Yeah, I'm worried that that's going to run into the gold one there. So I'm going to leave that for a couple of minutes. And then we'll keep going. And I'll wait until those ones dry before I do the gold dot in the middle. All right. So now we go here. Oops. I need to look up and over for a second. I'm going back and forth between up and over my phone to almost ducking and looking under my phone. So that's why I'm talking myself through it. So I'm like, nope, you have to go over here if you want to see. Okay. So this is going to start to get harder because I'm starting to turn these over here. So these ones that I just did that are wet are going to end up there. But we'll see what we can do. By the time that happens, it might be closer to the end of the live anyway. So we'll see. Thank you so much, Asia. I'm really happy with it. I'm really excited to see as it starts to all kind of tie together. I think once I get this main design done, then I will remove the guidelines and then kind of decide whether something's needed in between here and what's going to go in the center. Not 100% sure yet, so we'll have to wait and see. Thanks, Tina. I think it looks really cool. And I could not be happier with the colors. I really, really, really like these colors together. Okay, so now we go here and here. And then here. Oh, that's awful close to running together with that other big swoop. Oof, a little close. Thanks, Kim. Okay, now to green. Okay, I'm still good for my arm for now. Start down here. Okay, everybody doing all right? I'm sinking in here a little bit, so hopefully you guys are okay. I'm interested to see how the black hands of the clock mechanism looks on this, to see if it stands out at all. I'm thinking about investing in some gold spray paint because I feel like I would use them for the clocks, and probably other stuff. Okay, and big chunky swoop. All right. I'm holding my breath a little, I think, too. It's really cool. Looking at the chunk, like just looking at the chunk that's finished already. It looks really cool. This is a fun project too, because this was just on a whim, right? It was just in one of those, what am I going to paint moments. It's fun when those ones work out and are so much fun to work on. Oops, wrong tool. Okay. I think we'll be okay for one more. And then we'll see how much I can do. Oh, you can go there. And you can go there. Oops. And you. Oops. You're leaking. Bambi, you're leaking. Or rather, oozing a little out of the top of the bottle. Okay. Bedtime process starting soon. If I miss saying goodbye for the night, no, I send warm wishes. Right back at you, Asia. No worries. Hope you have a good rest of your night. And we'll enjoy having you here for however long we get you. I better turn this before I reach over that again. Here we go. Okay, so I need to not put my hand in this because this is the one that we painted earlier today. I probably should have waited on that one. That's okay. It's fine. Hand to the side, Jamie. I kind of wish that I'd backfilled all of them like this so that they didn't all... Oh, shit! I did it. Damn it. No, it's nothing bad, though. It's going to be fine. It's just a little pucker. I'll be able to fix it when it's dry. Could have been worse. Could have been a lot worse. So I'm going to turn this way a little bit. And now, let's go up here. I am no longer as optimistic about me being able to do the others without sticking my hand in paint. I was optimistic for a little bit. Don't know that I am now, though. But we'll try it. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I wish I'd backfilled all of them to be a little bit puffier and not have the little motes in them. But that's okay. It's fine. Right? Yes, just shit. Okay. here. Mm-hmm. Oops. And now you. Okay, now still have to keep talking myself through this to make sure I don't make it worse. And uh-oh, there's a bubble. Bubble. Before I bury it. Get it. There we go. You guys want to see the sky again? In person, it looks much more like it does through the windows because there's a lot more green, and there's actually quite a bit of green and light teal in the sky right in here. It's much darker on the screen, but it looks so pretty. All right, let's go back down here. Okay, so hand over here. Bird's got a lot to say tonight. Okay, so now what's gonna be our best method? I'm gonna just keep trying. Just in time to see the sunset. Lovely. Perfect timing. All right, so let's see. We might be screwed. We might be... Yeah, I think we're gonna have to... This is where we're gonna have to end this one for tonight so that I don't stick my hands in paint. Doesn't it look good? It looks so good. So we'll continue on with this piece on our next YouTube live, but we should be able to, I think, completely finish it on the next one. Oh, I just love it. And then the gold is going to be the 12, 3, 6, and 9 o'clock. So we'll set it like this. And then we'll just have to see if the black shows up for the clock hands. How it fans out at the bottom. Yeah. I'm really happy with how this has turned out. This is really cool. So yeah, we'll just have to do the other side of these ones. So we'll probably get that done in about an hour. And then we will, then that'll sit to dry one more time. And then we'll remove the guidelines and then we'll see what we need to do in here and figure that out. But that's pretty good for tonight. I'm gonna grab the neon teapot and we can do a little bit on that before we sign off for the end of the night. Thanks, Barbara. Thanks, Cara. Barbara, all the mirrors are done. Not a mistake I will make twice. Unfortunately, the varnish didn't get right into the edges, so a little more dull there. Not super noticeable. That's good. When it's not a super high gloss finish, it can kind of camouflage it a little bit, eh? Thanks, Vicky. Thanks, Cara. And thanks, Nicole. I'm so glad you guys like it. Thanks, Kim. All right, so I'm going to set this one off to the side, and I'm going to grab the teapot, and we'll do a little bit there. Okay. So here is our neon teapot. And then we need neon paints, don't we? Oh, good, they're already out. Isn't that lovely? I'm really surprised Audrey's still in with my mom. I'm happy. It's unusual. All right, so let's move these out of the way. And let's start putting the neons upside down. Orange. I think this looks like a teapot that belongs in a carnival. Green. Blue. And purple. Nope. Blue and purple. So we are doing the bliss design again on this one. So this one needs a half design over here, which I am going to adjust the stand and so tip it back up a little bit. See how that works for us. So this, oops, it's gonna go like so. And then we're gonna play try and get it at an angle that I can see it to paint on it. And there we go. So this part is already done. It does all glow in the dark. And then we're going to wrap this whole design all the way around the entire teapot. I love it. This one came from Tara, the Bliss Buddies. These ones were a gift from Vicky from a store called The Country Hive. And then these ones were a gift from Lay. Our friend Lay made those for me on her 3D printer. Deborah, question: does anyone done a mouse pad? And if so, what did you what did you varnish it with? Oh, that's an interesting one. Thanks, Deborah, too. I've never done a mouse pad. I'm not sure about that one. Yeah, Tara sells the Bliss Buddies. Aren't they so cute? All right, so let's go with... So we are going to do a half design here. Heading out as shoulders really tight, need to relax them, I bet, from all that hard work removing that varnish. Good job today, Barbara. You got it done. Pain in the butt stuff, and you got it done. And happy to have gotten to hang out with you while you did. You go take care of yourself. We're sending you lots and lots of love, and hopefully we'll see you again soon. I just have to unclog my paints, of course. There we go. Probably should have done this all ahead of time so that they'd be ready, but you know, that's just not how I roll. All right, let's clean this out. Get out the boogers. And let's see if we can get where this little plug is. Get it out of there. I think we got it. I think. All right, bink. I'm just gonna quickly do them all just in case. We'll test them all. That one doesn't need any cleaning out. Guide dots made total sense now. Yes, right now that you've done it, you're like, I know what this is now. I'm so glad. Oh, I think I cross-threaded my lid somehow. Okay, that one's definitely plugged. I feel like I have to keep this off camera, otherwise it's just tempting the YouTube gods to turn me into a viral disaster moment. You know what works good too, Tina, instead of pliers? Apparently my teeth. Because that just was so much easier to get that lid off. I'm like, screw it, let's try the teeth. And it worked. All right. Probably not the best idea, but you know, we make do. All right, let's... All right, I think we're good with that one now. Hate to tell you, but you're not. I'm not off camera. Oh, I'm not either. Me thinking I'm being all sly off to the side, eh? Let's zoom in a little bit and I will give you that to look at and then I'll go off camera. The one time, eh? It works until you chip a tooth, exactly. All right, the green is good. Oop. Blue is good. Maybe we will luck out and not have to. And purple is good. Lovely. The knife can go away. All right. Glass is on. And here we go. Bubbles though. Bubble, bubble, bubble. Oh, now I'm off camera again. Or get a mouthful of paint. That's the other definite. Much more likely possibility for me that I'd squeeze it. Okay, I think I got it. I feel like there's a bubble right there. The paints are so shiny that sometimes when you get a certain angle, it looks all... Yes, I can definitely zoom out. Is that better? Oops. All right, now green. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove that and remove that. Because I'm using this bright pink, I don't want it to mix with the paint and change the colors of my dots at all. So I'm going to hope for the best that these will match up with the other ones. Now, what I could do, did I just do the half on that side? Yeah, I just did the half. Okay, we're good. We're good then. All right. I need to get rich so I can buy some of those bliss drops because they look amazing to paint with. They're absolutely fantastic. They are dreamy. Dreamy is a great word. They most definitely are. So I'm going to try and use my eyeball to match up for the other guide dots, for the links of these swoops. I'm going to wipe off the chalk again because I don't want the color of the chalk to impact the color of the swoops. Now, I'll show you on this one here. See on that yellow how it has that's from the chalk pen underneath. So this one and another one I'm gonna have to redo, or just kind of do an extra layer over them to hide that. Okay, so I think that looks like the same length. Yeah, so be aware of the color. That can happen when you're painting on canvas and wood and stuff as well. So try, and that can happen when you're painting with, Deco Art Americana paints. And you have to paint over some chalk. It's always a possibility that can happen. So kind of keep that in the back of your mind. All right, so now I'm going to try and push this back down that way a bit. And then we'll do this. So on ceramics, I've been a fan of Bistro chalk markers. Now, saying that I'm a fan of them and saying that they work perfectly are definitely different. I find that they work well, though, on ceramics because I can make the little tiny dots and stuff. Yes, and that's another really important one, Vicky. Exactly. If you paint on clear glass, on the opposite side of your glass, you will see your guide dots and your guide swoops, your guide dots or guidelines or anything like that. You'll see them in behind. I did that once with the bliss drops, and then in behind it was like, oh my God, there's all these guidelines that I can see from the other side. It's very upsetting. So excellent, excellent point. I get the chalk markers at Michael's here in Canada, and I go for the super fine tip. So see how it's that tip? So it's very, very fine. I think you can get them off of Amazon as well, but I'm not sure. Not 100% sure on that one. That's a whole lot of bubbles. Better. Better. Okay, hopefully that'll be good now. You're welcome, Megan. Yeah, exactly. You only do it once. You only do it once. All right. So we are one great big step closer to this half of the teapot being done. So the next time we get together and work on the clock and on this one, we'll get the pink diamonds and the pink walking dots. This seems very much like a clown to me, which I like. I'm going to do, I think I might do some top dots on it. I might even do some yellow top dots on top of the green and maybe some orange on top of the pink. I'm not 100% sure. But it's looking good so far, I think. So this will now sit to dry, wet side facing the ceiling. And yeah, when we're working on this next time, we will do those pink diamonds and the pink walking dots, and then we will be ready to flip it over and do it on the other side so it wraps all the way around. You can do bliss design on some. Yes, you can. Do it. Do it. So if you're going to do something like that, if you're painting on clear vases, if you're ever painting on clear glass, what you'll see a lot of people do, it's one of the things that I've done as well, is try and measure out what you're painting and take a piece of paper that you can put on the inside. Draw your guidelines on that piece of paper so it'll show through the glass, and you can tape it down on the inside to try and keep it secure. And then that way you'll have your guidelines. So if you wanted to do the bliss design, for example, you could make those guidelines on a sheet of paper, right? You've got your center and then work your way out from the center, just like we did on the clock, but just all of the different guidelines that you need for like how long the swoops are, where the peak dot here is going to go, where these swoops are going to start on either side. And then you could just draw that out on a rectangular sheet of paper, roll it up, stick it inside your vase, and that will give you your guidelines all the way around. And it's good too because it gives you some depth. For me, I found glass really hard to paint on because I kept hitting the surface too hard with my tool, because I couldn't quite see where the glass was. So having that on the inside kind of made it a little more solid somehow and made it a little easier to not hit the tools, hit the glass so hard with my tool. I was so afraid I was going to crack it. Yay, have fun with that though, Nicole. All right, you guys. Well, I think this is a perfect natural stopping point. We're only 5 minutes left anyway, so this is a good spot to stop for tonight. And then tomorrow, we're going to do a live in the afternoon. It's going to be a Patreon all members live tomorrow. So whether you're a free member of my Patreon or whether you are a paid member of my Patreon, we are going to get together for just a paint with me kind of session, and we'll hang out over there. So if you're not already a member of my Patreon, if you search Mandela Love Affair on patreon.com, you'll find me, and there's a free membership. There's exclusive chat. We do exclusive lives over there. And that's where we will be tomorrow from 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern. So if you are around, I would love to see you. I hope you have a great night too, Cara. Thanks for coming and hanging out. I hope, how's your sweater coming along at the end of the night? Doing all right? That's a good idea. I put paper towel inside for depth. Yes. Yeah, it makes it a lot easier for the pattern idea, so you can block it all out. You know how the birds feel when they crack their beaks on the window? Yeah, right? Good night, Patty. Lots of love to you. Big hugs, Barb. Good night. You're welcome, Tina. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me. Lots of love to you. Good night, Vicky. Oh, I'm glad you had a great night too, Nicole. This is wonderful. I really had a great night too. I'm really excited for how this stuff is going to turn out. Good night, Tina. Mwah. Good night, Megan. Good night, Kim. I'm glad, Cara. That's wonderful. All right, you guys, I love you to bits, and I will hopefully see some of you tomorrow. Check out my schedule on either Instagram or TikTok. And hopefully I'll get to see you again later this week. All right, guys, I love ya. Good night. Bye. Ole. Good night. Bye.